So we're here with Christian Lal Dass, the driver of number 92 Formula Ford or Formula 1600 or Formula F, depending on who you talk to in this world nowadays. See, we had a little damage here from the first race. It's called bump drafting for people. It's little love taps in the car in front of you. So, Chris, what do you think about this weekend? How's things going?
So far, this weekend's going pretty well. Made some adjustments to the car. Everything's going pretty well. And yeah, had a little bit of a bump drafting issue with one of the drivers, but you know, that's part of the racing game. So you know, we'll come back stronger tomorrow and hopefully go for the top spot tomorrow.
That's right. That's right. You got to get those. Got to get up on this podium. This car looks great, man. I love silver and black. It always looks good on cars. So we got to say, where'd you come from? Where'd you get your start in racing? What was the first thing you did?
So the first thing I did, I started in karting when I was about 8 years old in Palm Beach. Started karting in like cadets, and then you know, progressively moved up from the junior category, senior, and as well I went to the shifted category and actually won a few championships in the shifted category.
Wow, it's really impressive. So, mind me asking, how old are you now?
I'm 21.
21. So I know, you know, a lot of these guys are 14, 15 years old out here. It's like, you're not an old man. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You still have plenty of time. So it's, but other than that, I mean, what's your aspirations? Where do you want to go with this?
So hopefully I'd really like to go to the FRP 1600 Pro Series and maybe try to get the Team USA scholarship and just try to elevate from there, maybe USF 2000 and maybe get to the road to Indy, see what happens. But I'm getting a little bit old. I mean, getting a few gray hairs. So I mean, you know, time is running out for me, but I think with the right car and my sponsors, Parametric Solutions and Club Brayman, I think we should be able to get there.
Anybody out there wants to come kick him in the head for calling himself old at 21, email me. I'll let you find him. So other than that, so you obviously have IndyCar aspirations. That's definitely the goal. What do you think about the massive ability of people to make a living in sports cars nowadays? It seems like there's just more and more openings with all the factories getting involved. It's definitely obviously not your first dream, but you wouldn't turn it down, right?
Oh, absolutely not. Sports cars are definitely a second dream of mine. I'd actually really like to get into like Pirelli World Challenge as well, but I'm really an open wheel guy. I mean, I grew up watching Formula One and IndyCar. Like since I was like a small tyke. I mean, that was probably years and years ago, you know, like I said, gray hair, but I would never turn down any sort of ride. I drive big rigs if you pay me enough, you know.
That's right. A box with 4 wheels. If you put cheeseburgers in your belly, it's fine, right?
That's it. I love cheeseburgers, but it has to be pepperjack cheese. No American.
Pepperjack cheese.
Pepperjack cheese.
No cheddar. No cheddar.
Swiss, I love pepperjack.
Gotta be spicy. Huh?
Gotta be spicy.
All right. Well, I guess that kind of goes. You know, your car, you got a little spicy going on here. That works, right?
Of course.
All right, so this weekend we're in Sebring, Florida. I heard that somebody said to me earlier today that it was going to be cold today, which they're obviously from Florida because it's 63 degrees for those of you watching. It's this is cold in Florida, so you're obviously, you know, you got a hat and this and that. This kind of cold for you too, huh?
Oh yeah, this is way too cold for me. I grew up in Palm Beach, and I mean, you know, 80-degree weather is like normal for us, you know. So like the hotter the better for me. I mean, you can see I'm in like I'd have gloves on. It's so cold here, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm actually from Trinidad and Tobago, which is like right next to the equator. It doesn't get underneath like 85 degrees down there. So this is a little bit too cold for me.
Yeah.
But,
well, you know, you blame it on the cold. That's all it was. That's why you weren't on the podium today. It was the cold. Yeah. So if it's below 80 degrees, that's the fault. It's just the weather. You're not used to it.
Exactly. Like last weekend in Homestead, I was on the pole and it was actually like about 80 degrees there. So I blame it on the cold weather. I don't, you know.
Maybe we just got to find you like a, you know, equator racing series you can run. Abu Dhabi. They have races down there. There's a Formula 1000 series or something in Abu Dhabi. I see it all the time. So there you go. I think it gets pretty hot over there.
Oh yeah. I'd actually love to drive F1000 too. So I mean, if anybody's watching from Abu Dhabi, Christian Lal Dass.
Well, you know, there's the new Formula 1000 here in this series too. Your guy over here, Joel Haas, has a car for it. It's they're running in that. They just got all kinds of stuff you could do here now.
Yeah.
So that's obviously this is you told me this was a real Formula Ford, right?
Yeah, real Formula.
This is so. Would you want to explain to those people what this means by real Formula Ford?
So real Formula Ford, the majority of the class is running a Honda Fit engine, which is a 1500cc Honda fuel-injected engine, but like I said, I'm an old guy, so I tend to go for old-fashioned things. So we're running a carbureted Kent 1600 series, 1600 cc engine. So yeah, and it's actually, I think it's actually better than the Hondas with the proper driver. I mean, I don't know if I'm there yet, but we'll get there soon, you know.
So you're telling me that these series I see all over the place, the FRP series and the Southern Formula Car series that have it, they call it Formula 1600, and most of them are 1500 cc motors. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, most of them are 1500s. A lot of the
logical.
Yeah, a lot of the It's pretty funny. A lot of like the big teams and stuff, they're running the Honda Kent engine. It is a lot less to operate and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm an old-fashioned guy. My dad actually grew up running 1600 engines or 1600 way back in the day. So it's kind of a personal deal. And I really like the engine. I like the sound of the engine. The Honda Fit just sounds like a tractor, you know.
A tractor, the Honda tractor. That's an interesting. I know they make bikes and generators. I didn't know they make tractors, but apparently they do now. So that's awesome, man. Well, I just gotta say, best of luck this weekend, and we'll stop back by and see how things went for you tomorrow. But I just want to say again, thank you, best of luck, and this car looks great. Like I said, it's we've got a lot of great on-camera footage that we'll show you guys later as well. So once again, I'm Dustin Hodges for RTR TV. Once again, thank you, Chris, for having us, and best of luck this weekend and in the future, man.
Thank you so much.